This is Sick Boy from the Gaminganarchist Collective, and I think we need to call an intervention for Square-Enix because I think they have lost their minds. I feel like I've been looking for where my uncle's gone, and I've found him covered in Nutella on a park bench looking at the pigeons while barking. There's something wrong with this company. They are going to fail, and they're going to fail big time. Now, they've just announced that they have delayed Final Fantasy 13-3, the game that absolutely nobody's been waiting for. Now, before anybody mentions that they think I'm just having a bash at Square Enix, over the last couple of years that they've released Kingdom Hearts Dream Drop Distance on the 3DS, Deus Ex, Sleeping Dogs, Final Fantasy 13 and Final Fantasy 13-2, Hitman Absolution, the Hitman HD Collection, and last but not least, Tomb Raider. So I'm by no means a casual pursuer of an interest of your games. I have bought nearly every game you brought out on the home consoles, either the PS3 or Xbox, as you can see. A lot of them are PS3. One of them's Xbox. Bought one of your 3DS titles. I bought a large chunk of the games you've brought out this generation. And I'm here to tell you that there is something wrong with the way you're doing business. Because despite the fact that I've bought all these games, you've been going down the pan. I've been purchasing your content, as have your fans have been purchasing your content, and yet your business is still losing money. It is still doing badly. You're still making bad decisions. Why are you working on Final Fantasy 13-3 when instead of working on Final Fantasy Versus? Final Fantasy Versus 13 is a game that every Square fan has been looking forward to since you announced it over 6 years ago. In fact, it might be this. Was it? It's either 2006, I think it was. You announced it. This E3 is going to be the 6th year that you have failed to release the game that you brought out and that you announced to the world at E3. What is the matter with you? Since Square Enix formed, I cannot think of a new IP that has interested me in the slightest. A AAA release. I can't think of one. Okay? Now, before anyone mentions, Kingdom Hearts, Squaresoft. Final Fantasy, Squaresoft. Now, also, Sleeping Dogs. This was vaporware that Activision canned. They didn't want to sell it. This is True Crime Hong Kong. You bought it, repackaged it and sold it. Good for you. It was probably a decent investment. 2009, you bought Eidos. Eidos game. Eidos games. Eidos games. And will you believe it? Eidos games. One of your other big name AAA releases for next year. Guess what, Thief? Eidos game. As a corporation, I cannot think of something that Square Enix has formed that is of any worth. You released Kingdom Hearts 2. That's a good game. But Kingdom Hearts 1 was a Squaresoft license. Final Fantasy Squaresoft license. All these are Eidos. I don't understand why you're not creating anything of value. Why are you milking these IPs? Eidos weren't making money off these games. You invested heavily in Hitman and Tomb Raider and Deus Ex. You didn't really slam Deus Ex as far as I can see, but you slammed Tomb Raider and you slammed Hitman as being failures. Now, Eidos worked really bloody hard and created a good game. In all cases. All those Eidos properties, they made good games. Did they make the best games in the series? Arguably not. Did they make good games? Damn right they did. If you think they're bad games, there is something wrong with you. Are they the best games? Is Hitman Absolution the best Hitman game? Oh, hell no. Is Tomb Raider the best Tomb Raider game? It's not bad, but it's not the best Tomb Raider game. Although it does have the much better controls, which you can't say that for Hitman. Because actually Hitman Blood Money has better controls, better level design, better gameplay. Tomb Raider, much more fluid controls, but not really a Tomb Raider game, but a reboot. And I like it. I like this game. Now, the game that you've lambasted more than anything is Tomb Raider. I've thrown it so far down there, I'm not going to crawl over and get it. You lambasted that game as being a disappointment. Well, let's look about it, shall we? Okay, you utilise the writing skills, use a writing team, including Rhianna Pratchett, who is Terry Pratchett's daughter, who is taking over Terry Pratchett's writing legacy. She is going to be taking over one of the most successful book series of all time. Okay, he is modern day Dickens. Let's face it, Pratchett is a modern day Dickens. She is taking over her father's legacy, and I don't really think he would do that for any reason other than she hasn't deserved it. She is a good writer. She managed to tear bloody Ninja Theory round when she wrote Heavenly Sword, because they screwed that up a treat. She's a good writer, and she may become a truly great one. She wrote a good story. The character, Lara Croft, is a character that she said herself, she's proud of that character. She loved that character as a kid, and she loved writing for it. Even though she admits herself, when I chatted to her, it was a team effort, she doesn't take responsibility for it, but she was one of the lead writers on that, and she's a terrific writer. You had great CG. You had magical hair physics that you invested in. Magical bouncy hair physics. And you had multiplayer. And you had cutscenes that had QTEs in. Okay, so you're going to lambast the game for not making enough sales. I can't help but wonder, your mocap could have been toned down. Your graphical fidelity could have been toned down a little. You didn't have to use as powerful an engine as you did. Magical hair physics? Who gives a shit? The only thing people use it for is the hilarity. When you have it on the PC and you see the ponytail dancing around like some kind of mental squirrel. And multiplayer. What possessed you to put multiplayer in? At least when you did Hitman, you had the sense to not put multiplayer in, but to put in a multiplayer-esque mode where you create levels and then compete on leaderboards. You didn't put multiplayer in Deus Ex. You stuck it in Tomb Raider, had no business being there. That was money wasted, invested time and effort wasted. You could have had the game out quicker, it would have cost you less, and you would have made more profit. That is where you've screwed up. It's not that people haven't been buying the game. Enough people bought the game, your profit margins were too bloody slim. You need to sort this out, because from the look of it, your pipeline is dead. Because all you can do is milk Final Fantasy and then use all of Eidos's dead IPs. Those IPs were mostly dead. You're bringing back Thief, and it's got me really bloody perturbed. Because it could be absolutely sodding terrible, and I love Thief. If you screw that up, I'm not going to be a happy bunny. Sort it out, Square. Seriously. Go back to the drawing board. If you really want, and I've said this, I sent a jokey message to you guys on Twitter, swear to God, you contact me, put me on a retainer and charge me out, I'll be with it, I'll fix your bloody business for you. Because your thinking is entirely arse backwards. I'm not even going to touch on your bloody mobile games because they're insane. They're insanely priced, and the ones that aren't insanely priced are microtransaction to hell. Fix your business before it dies. I don't want to see more companies go under this year. Already seen THQ. You guys are prime candidates to be next. Fix it quickly. Anyway, guys, thanks so much for watching. Catch you guys later.